We have the Radiant. Ooh, check out that Dragonite shield. That's pretty cool.
Uh-huh. It is.
We have the Dire. And Mirana's on a very silly looking kitty.
Yep,
We have my
that
intro.
kitty is bad.
A bad kitty, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, to an ability draft with...
I didn't realize how wrong that sounded.
Bad kitty?
Yeah.
Bad rainbow kitty? Bad Technicolor rainbow kitty?
Bad kitty.
Don't overthink
Wow.
it. It has now been overthought. 30 seconds into this YouTube video and absolutely no Dota content so far, just talking about silly kitties. We have a 2-test Tickles playing Bane as support. Shout out to James on 2-test Tickles for playing as support. And we have me on Arc Warden with a really stupid build. I can't believe I got these two abilities together.
Yeah, I can't either.
Back when I was doing guides, or thought I was going to be doing guides, I got through a whopping like 3 of them and decided it was a bad format for me. But the stupid range guide was definitely one of the ones I was workshopping as like a combination of range melee and then just having ridiculous attack range.
Yeah.
And like this is 2 out of 5 things I would want on like the dream range build. The other 3 things being the body that comes with Chilling Touch, which is Ancient Apparition for the talent, which gives another 300 range to Chilling Touch. And then I'd want my other 2 abilities to be... Oh gosh, I almost died.
Yeah, that was bad.
60 health. They're still chasing, and
yeah, they look like they're gonna grab you here.
Just take a look at Pitlord's cooldown, because
yeah, I see it.
I'm watching it, and I've got to say, First Blood. Good
and
luck
now
job,
he's gonna die,
Pitlord.
though.
He does in fact die to the tower, but he gets the experience and the gold from the First Blood.
At least names don't matter.
A bit more. What's his name? Names don't matter.
Wow.
Shout out to Names Don't Matter for killing me immediately. Anyway, the other 2 things would be Shadow Realm and then, of course, Impetus. And you'd be attacking from so far away, it would be even more silly than this build. By, 800 more range.
You just need vision.
Yeah, you definitely need friends that can engage. That was actually a problem I had, like, a number of times this game, where I was, like, trying to attack the tower in the daytime and had to get closer than I wanted to because of Fog of War.
That's why I try to use wards. You just put a ward near the tower, like on the outside edge of its range. You can attack still.
I was relying on friends. James likes not being in fights, and I don't know if you've noticed, but our team is mostly squishy. We do have a Slardar with Leap.
I mean, you like to farm too, so that works. Kind of.
How are those things related? I'm confused.
James doesn't like to be in fights. That was the...
Oh, no. It's not that he doesn't like participating in fights. It's like he prefers playing longer range supports where he can kind of like dance around the outside of the edges of fights. And
being in the fight is scary.
Yeah, as opposed to like physically being in the middle of the fight, which I actually love. That's why I love Radiant Stinks so much, is I just want to be like right in the middle and ruining people's days. So, yeah, early game I do level Nightmare, which might have been a mistake, because it didn't help us get kills, because James just doesn't have that much damage. And I think having Chilling Touch earlier would have just been more harass and easier last hits for me. But it works out okay. Anyways, let's start with bottom and introduce the builds, because that is how I like to start these. And I already mentioned him. We have a Slardar. He has Leap. He has an AoE stun. He has Arena of Blood. I was going to call it Arena of Mars, which pretty much same thing. He just landed a beautiful Sacred Arrow on CK.
Oh my god!
Let him get in and land his stun. Ooh, I like that combo on CK. Did you see that? That was neat.
Yeah, that was really good.
He throws cold feet on him, and then uses reality rift to keep him closer.
So he gets
gives
stunned.
the cold feet time to go off. That's a neat way to do that. I've got to be honest, not having the point in his first pick Chaos Bolt seems wrong, but you know, what you gonna do?
I also I think Lardar though had his abilities kind of wrong. I don't like that he got Arrow and Slithering Crush when he already has Leap. I feel like Leap and Slithering Crush is a good combo.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe 2 stuns is better.
I feel like stuns are one of the times where not leveling your spells for damage is okay, depending on who you're laning with. He has this Mirana with Insatiable Hunger, who's going to hit pretty hard pretty early. So I think having the 2 stuns is good, and then like picking something to scale for damage. Probably Slithering Crush because it's like safer to land. But going like 1-4, 1-1 would make sense to me on a build like this. Because just having an extra stun is good. So yeah, that's Slardar's build. We started talking about Mirana. She also has Resonant Pulse and Dragon's Blood, so some survivability, lifesteal damage, Insatiable Hunger, and then Phantasm. Really, why not?
It's not a carry build. I mean, I guess it could be eventually, but it's not my kind of carry build. I'm looking at it and I'm seeing, okay, she has survivability. That's really what I see. But that survivability doesn't really equal kills.
I mean, Insatiable Hunger gives her damage, and Phantasm gives her a bunch of copies of herself to give her more damage. I feel like this could hit pretty hard.
She has no way to lock down.
She has
They're gonna
no
walk away from
lockdown.
her.
She has no chase. She has no escape. So
and no farm at the moment.
Yeah, that's true. Like trying to just use Insatiable Hunger to farm is not ideal. It just doesn't have enough uptime to be really good.
It's mediocre at best.
I mean, yeah, at best it has a 25-second cooldown, so you can use it on each creep wave, but then you can't use it to jungle in between. And like just having higher damage for, you know, it's a pretty short window.
I mean, I do like it for the damage, and if she was a harasser, that would be cool because she's on a nice range body, can easily attack the other melee bodies on the other side. But that's not how they're playing this. We got Slardar creeping in the jungle. I don't know what he's doing over there.
I think he's just fishing for arrows. He's just like standing back and fishing for arrows.
And then we got this Dragon Knight doing farming.
Yep, and then also technically bottom, but actually just jungling is a Dragon Knight, who I guess didn't want to compete with CK for last hits and decides to just go jungle. And he's got Bash of the Deep, A+ build. Another stun and Dragon Tail, move speed and Guardian Sprint, Fiend's Gate so he can get to fights. Yeah, no, I mean, this is just a super legitimate build. Multiple stuns, and one of them is Bash of the Deep, with which, if you build some attack speed, just becomes completely ridiculous by itself. So
it's good. And Dragon Tail is one of the stronger stuns if you have melee. If you have Dragon Form, it's even better. But just a 3-second stun with damage. It's great.
Yeah, really good build. And I like that he has 2 additional mobility options, especially on this all melee team. Like, that's going to make him actually a viable threat throughout the game, as opposed to, you know, having just Bash of the Deep and Dragon Tail. Like, as he's running at you, you just be able to walk away and guide him super easily. This way he's pretty likely to, like, come in from an unexpected angle and get on top of you pretty fast with Guardian Sprint.
Agreed.
All right, we have TA, Atrophy Aura, A+ build. I find I'm saying that a lot this game. There's so many just like really strong abilities in this matchup.
Well, the pool was saturated. I mean, there was definitely, I didn't see one ability I didn't like until like, I don't know, 20th pick. I was like, all right.
Yeah, it was a juicy
All those were fun.
I really like this build too. Using Firestorm to get creep kills, to get your Atrophy Aura stacked up is just like super efficient and easy.
And this Pork and Beans is having trubs.
Yeah, Slardar just went down bottom. I wasn't looking when it happened. But not the best start. We got TA TPing top right now. Can you gank with this build? I don't know. Maybe kinda.
Looks like she's mana dependent, which is weird.
Looks like she just hesitated really hard before going on the Undying, and now she's just choosing not to? I'm really confused about what's happening here. Oh, she was waiting for mana boots. Okay, so she is mana dependent. She has a bottle and mana boots and like multiple clarities. So I guess being mana dependent makes sense. And sticking that big ult means she definitely can gank.
Yeah,
That's
that ult is strong.
Nice way to start for her. Yeah, so you're right. This is a very mana dependent build on an agility hero with, you know, a whopping 2 intel gain.
Yeah.
So mana is going to be a bit of a struggle for her, but like I like the plan she's going for right now, where she's just shipping out clarities, got herself arcane boots, got herself a bottle. That way she can just consistently spam Firestorm to get levels, and then like once she's leveled up and has some like rank-like items as well, she can kind of start leaning into Atrophiora more late game. I like it. Seems like a good build. It is arguably a little all over the place. And having to make that shift from early game caster to late game carry is not always easy, but there are items that like lend themselves to that plan, so we'll see if she goes for those eventually. Also mid, we have Mars with webs, A+.
Yeah!
So many juicy abilities this game. He's using webs to set up Spear of Mars. He's using Aether Remnant to set up Spear of Mars, and that's just a really good positioning tool and a nice long stun, and then he also has Fiend's Grip. So
this is the type of build I would enjoy. I love skill shots. I find them to just add such a nice element to my Dota game that it really feels like it's a puzzle all the time.
Yeah, they're really fun. Makes it a little bit harder to play your character, but therefore like more rewarding when you make things happen. And then he's also got like just a really cool kit. Being able to grab somebody with an Aether Remnant and then, you know, like wait for them to get pulled a certain distance and then hit them with a Spear of Mars and nail them, you know, back into your team and to a tree. That can just be huge. We got
Now,
TA
granted,
going top again. Mars has also come top this time.
yeah, we have a huge gank coming up here right now.
Did you see that slip?
That was good.
That was an excellent use of Dissimulate. Got the kill onto the Mars. Oh, that arrow could have been bad news for the Void, but looks like he's going to get away unless this Firestorm happens to kill him. Yeah, the leap is a whiff. He didn't have the mana. Uses the wand afterward. I assume that's after he realized he didn't have the mana for the Slithering Crush. Void is sticking around. This seems extremely dangerous. I like how TA is using her build. She's dropping Firestorm, immediately Dissimilating, and then throwing her ult from a different angle. Hey, look at that. I attacked him from across the world when he died.
Got him.
That's another nice ult. So this is clearly somebody who knows how to use Ice Blast quite well.
I mean,
has a good mind for positioning and some decent skill with Ice Blast.
Yeah. Fair. I find it pretty easy to use.
Well, sure, but like there are a lot of people that'll just like stay mid, and their idea of supporting the other lanes is just throwing Ice Blasts from mid. And hoping the time right to lands. Yeah, there's Mars with the Fiend's Grip. It's gonna pick up a kill.
No, being aggressive with it is a lot more fun.
I get caught by the Aether Remnant and go down as well.
Yeah. Have we mentioned Void's build? Because this is amazing.
No, we never got to top lane. Void's build. Let's talk about Void's build. This is amazing. He's got Moonlight Shadow for ganks, and then he's got crits, and then he's got bonus damage, and then he's got refraction. Sorry, Psyblades.
Psyblades and the crits is really good. Psyblades is basically like a range splash, allowing for pure damage to be dealt as percentage around you, which is really
it's
nice.
100% split, so you'll actually do more damage with Psyblades hitting people with the spill damage rather than your main attack. Fascinating. I just learned something new about Dota right now. Didn't know it was pure damage. The
Chaos Strike on top of that.
Yeah, 33% chance for a potentially like 2.5 times damage crit. It's very strong.
And the life link that gives you too. Or life steal, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, the sustain is very helpful. Looks like Pit Lord just went down. Was that mid? I didn't see where he went down. Yeah, it was mid. Check me out, sieging the mid tower from river.
Yep, that's cool.
And there's the magnetic field on me.
Oh, you got a Dragonlance too.
Oh yeah, I got Dragonlance, and it hasn't happened yet. But you better believe I find a growth bow this game. Yep, currently sitting at 1125 attack range.
That's outrageous and gross. God, what if you had take aim on this build? Jeez,
I mean, I'd rather have Shadow Realm and Impetus.
Alright, alright. Uh-oh. Nope. He whiffed.
That's too far away for that noise.
Whiff.
And their mid tower goes down. All right, we haven't talked about some of the other builds still. We never talked about, is it CK? I think we never talked about CK top. We kind of got into it. No, he was bottom.
He was bottom. Mars. No, we talked about Mars.
Is it DK? No, we talked about DK. Is it
Pit
Pit?
Lord.
We haven't talked about Pit. Pit is Mars with the teleport and brain sap.
What the hell is this build?
I like it. Bulwark is already going to attack multiple targets. Astral Step does the same thing. I feel like this build is really cool and has very high potential for meting out really dumb amounts of damage all of a sudden, helping cover his team.
Okay, so I've always wanted to know this. Nice kill, by the way, just a second ago on that pork and beans. I've always wanted to know this, though. Okay, we got Bulwark, but then also one of Mars's abilities is God's Rebuke. Why does God's Rebuke knock back if Bulwark wants people to be close?
Because both of Mars's abilities push people away from him when theoretically you think you'd want them close, and I think the reason for that is because of how stupid it is when you're standing in Arena of Blood. Because when you hit the
push
edges
them
of
onto
Arena
the
of Blood,
edges.
they take damage and get pushed back into the arena. So yeah, you shove them into the wall over and over again with Mars.
Okay, alright. It
I
always
need
seems
all
so
of the crowd
counterintuitive.
control and have to run away, and then I get to a nice safe distance and turn around.
And just
wop,
wop, wop, wop, wop.
Wop, wop, wop. Wings and pizza. Indeed.
Yep. We'll go with that.
That's what that means, right?
He's referring to a Nicki Minaj song. In case anybody... Nicki Minaj? Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm referring to a Lardy B song.
Was it Lardy B?
Wings
Oh.
and pizza. Yeah,
she does the cover of it.
She does the cover. She's like Weird Al.
I've seen it, and it's awful.
Silly lyrics, and
it's absolutely
great.
awful.
They are pretty much equally awful in totally different ways. The original song and the cover. Excellently
Fair
awful. All right, so we're 15 minutes in. I do believe we've talked about all the builds. Did we talk about? I think we've talked about everybody. And if we missed anybody, tough cookies. Let's check
You're
out.
a tough cookie.
Let's check out net worth.
Yeah.
And net worth is always a good indicator of how the game's going.
Ooh,
and
what
it
the
looks like
fudge?
Slardar let Marana get a pretty excellent lead going. But she's
I'm so surprised by that.
Oh, the
she still doesn't have a...
Into the Aether Remnant.
Oh my god.
That spear.
Whoa.
You see how he used the Aether Remnant to hold her in place so he could run up next to her and spear her all the way over into the forest? That was awesome. This build is so cool. I love Mars's build.
Wow. Okay.
That was sick.
How is she getting farm though? I'm still baffled because she doesn't have any farm items yet. Baffled.
Yeah. I mean, she's
I'm
got
baffled,
agility,
folks.
and then more agility, and she has tons of sustain, so she never has to go home because of Dragon's Blood, and then Insatiable Hunger gives her bonus damage, and she just has 80 last hits from last hitting really well in lane. Top tower will go down. Slardar tries to contest it and dies. Templar Assassin realizes this was a mistake and runs away into the forest using Dissimulate to push through the trees out of range, but Mars again with the sick Aether Remnant pulls her out of the trees and then pushes her back into them with the spear, getting the stun, getting the kill. I'm low-key fanboying over this Mars build, despite wanting to brag about my own build this game. Speaking of my build, bottom, I have no health, and I've got corrosive haze on me, and I'm running for my life.
Yeah, I mean you're pretty low. There's also a courier flying around.
James just picked up his shard. He's got Ice Vortex, Magnetic Field, and Side Trap shards. That's quite a chunk of value off one very inexpensive item.
Yeah, yeah.
So, the farm's actually, like, pretty even. Mirana's doing quite well. And she has a Maelstrom now. It's interesting that she went for the Maelstrom after the Defeatable Blade.
That's my point. I feel like she could have done much better.
And it's not like she's doing poorly. She's, 800 gold of the next in line for value.
I mean, I see it, and I see the reason for Manta.
Very respectable builds. Oh yeah, there it is, Grove Bow. Check it out.
And I'm assuming you asked for it at some point. Oh no, that's their Grove Bow.
No. Oh, that's it. Well, I have one too. I guess I wasn't paying attention when I got it.
Yeah.
But I got it. And CK just came to our side of the river for some reason. There's the big old arena of blood, and while everybody's fighting like next to the ward tower, I'm just hanging out next to the bounty rune, helping away.
Yeah, I do like
honest,
your build.
This is a bit of the stars aligned kind of build where like you don't usually get two range abilities together because they're so sought after, but this draft was so loaded that like there was other legitimately excellent stuff to pick first. It wasn't even wrong to take instead of these abilities. And then also the entire enemy team is melee. So gotta say this felt a little dirty. Alright,
they're dirty.
Getting stunned, getting pulled back into the fight. Being a little further forward than she's maybe comfortable with. But that insatiable hunger is working wonders. Big stun comes out of Mars again. That CK just won't die. He finally goes down. Slardar gives his life for the kill. Templar Assassin's trying to sneak through the jungle and get some damage out. Ends up eating a big stun. Going down.
Wows.
Mirana's at full health again.
Yeah, well, you were right about the sustainability.
Yep.
And
he's doing quite well with Insatiable Hunger. It's Mirana versus 3 right now, though.
Yeah, no, it's.
I feel like she might be overstaying her welcome a little bit.
Yep. She needs crits.
With some good crowd control. Finishes off 2 of them.
Oh my gosh.
Fact.
What are you doing to this poor boy?
I'm attacking from off screen, and he actually gets out of my vision.
Yeah, but geez, he did not enjoy that. Do Spark Blades give you vision?
A little bit, yes. I think they do. I'm not actually sure about that. See, there's a moment where I had to like get closer to the tower, and I'm like, I don't want to be closer to the tower. I had to wait for the creeps and Slardar.
Yeah, and I think right there, like you could have, I don't know, maybe placed a ward.
I don't buy wards when I'm not a hard support.
No, I mean observers, not sentries. Observers don't cost nothing.
Just time that I could be spending farming.
I mean, your courier can bring anyway.
I don't have that much micro.
And that's on being stubborn.
Who actually wards with their courier? Come on.
Gets wards with their courier? Why wouldn't you not buy wards with your courier? Not place them with your courier.
Oh, you can't place them with your courier, can you?
No. That's what I'm saying. That doesn't make any sense.
So you do have to take time away from clicking on things to place them.
Okay, sure. But I mean, isn't it worth a couple of seconds so you can attack a tower and be safe?
I don't know. Mid tower's dead. Seems like it went okay.
Okay, fair.
And besides, I'm incredibly stubborn.
Hey, there's a little fight going down top.
I'm watching it. Stun goes onto Slardar. Their whole team is a little bit damaged.
Midnight Shadow happens. DK says that they're rude.
Mars has gotten this pull a couple times now. Totally whiffs the spear that time.
Yep.
The Slardar explodes. Marana shamelessly attacks right through Blade Mail and gets the kill on Void. Oh, hey, there's a dragon off screen to the right.
Yeah.
Destroying their entire team.
And they're in traps. Yeah.
Oh,
Marana still dies to the fire.
Standing
Interesting.
in the spear fire.
Yep. Burn!
Mars takes the opportunity to talk some trash despite being dead.
Yeah, and also low on net worth. Oh, and you say Trogdor. Yes, indeed.
You did just say burn.
Yep, burn innate indeed.
I introduced
That's a reference to being old.
I introduced Jess to Trogdor the other day, and I don't think she understands why I showed her a video from the 90s and the internet. Or just the general majesty that was the internet in the 90s.
I don't judge her on that. I mean, it was a weird time. The 90s was a weird time for even TV shows.
That's for sure. So the thing is my sister wants a dragon cake for her birthday, so we need to draw a dragon with frosting on a cake.
And you thought of Trogdor.
And she was like, I don't know if I know how to draw a dragon. And I was like, I have
exactly
the perfect thing for our situation. All right, so Mars has just held this James down for like 10 minutes, but Mars also doesn't actually do damage.
Yeah.
And CK also doesn't do damage.
Really
so we just had like a no damage support fight until I got there, and then I just explode everybody on their team. That was silly. It reminds me of the cripple fights in South Park. Because everybody's disabled the whole time. Nobody's getting any damage across. And then suddenly that scene in Game of Thrones where Drogon shows up and just burns the entire Lannister.
Indeed.
All right. We are gonna do things mid. I pop Dragon Form to go after that Dragon Knight.
Hey, and you have Ags, so you're a blue dragon now.
Oh yeah, Pitlord goes
Almost
down.
a black dragon.
Almost.
Yeah, I'm noticing.
17.
I'm noticing mana issues that you're having.
Yeah. Hey, look at the next item I have queued up.
I see it.
You called it. I went a stat item with Dragonlance, and then a farm item with Maelstrom. And I got my Ags, because you can't not get your Ags when you got 3 Ags abilities.
And I love that you got it even before you got Black Dragon. Or even before you got level 3. That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's mostly for Chilling Touch, honestly. Like, the improved spark rates are kind of icing on the cake. And the plus level to Dragon Form before I get access to Black Dragon. It's like, okay, that's nice. But more than anything, just every attack Chilling Touch at a reduced mana cost makes me... What's the word I'm looking for?
Scary.
Dumb. It makes me dumb. Like,
I mean,
Illinois.
You said it here, boy. He said it here. Wait, Illinois? Jeez.
Oh no, that's stupid. Illinois is stupid.
I don't know that reference. I feel like you just insulted some of your audience base.
Anybody in Illinois, I didn't mean to insult you.
Yes, the entire Dota community in Illinois. I don't know if that actually exists. If you exist, I apologize for insulting you
If you
again.
exist, leave a comment roasting me for giving you shit about playing Dota while in Illinois.
Yeah, I had no idea that there was a community there. Crazy.
That was actually a reference to our, like, 10th grade band teacher. We used to say things were bad, and then he'd be like, not like bad, like Illinois bad. As if Illinois is the only place in the world where bad has been used as a positive. Anyway. Shout out to Adam Beck for being an awesome teacher.
Yes. Yes.
All right,
that's what
it
we're
is
shouting
time to
out.
roach. We still are all squishy and have no tank. So this roach experience hurts us. At some point in this fight, I decided it's taking too long, and remember I have Chilling Touch. At the same time, James remembers he has Magnetic Fields. And like they stop taking damage and do like the second half of Roche's health in no time. TP's coming in top. That might be a dead Mirana. Oh yeah, pinned to the tower. Again, by Mars with the big plays. Here come the attacks from off screen. That's
Damn.
a very, very dead Mars. Pit manages to get closer. I don't like being chased, so I get nice and far away and then turn arounds.
That
Down to
kiting
CK.
is so good.
It's so silly, especially with the pathing limitations
Yeah.
removed by Black Dragon Forum, so I can disengage or attack from like over. Like I
That's
just did
why
it
I
from
like
over
Black
this
Dragon.
the wall to the right of their T2. Like, yeah, that makes this even more unfair. Uh-oh, looks like there is some strife on the Dire. Like they don't like being 18 and 34.
Well, I
Their
think what
purpose,
happened
Wasn't
I
in
think what
that fight
happened
for Salty.
is, yeah, well, I mean, it's more than that. It's the Mars and the DK lane together, and oh no, it was the CK.
CK and the DK.
Yeah, but they shouldn't have.
No?
And DK,
No?
you know, kind of.
CK seems to have a good support build.
Yeah, but remember,
He's got
DK
the
fucked
Chaos
off and
Bolt,
farmed.
He's got the Reality Rift. Yeah, that's true. He gets out of the Chilling Blast with his sprint.
Yeah.
Big fight mid. Not going well for our
Wow,
side.
that was a lot of damage.
CK figures out how to do damage. I think the Radiance Bulwark combo on this Underlord really just worked out that fight. Arc Warden was fucking off bottom and certainly not helping. It's a big old
Yeah,
push
I was
going
gonna
in.
mention that. I don't know if that was the
So
best.
I used to get Aegis and immediately try to push high ground, and I would usually die twice. It's just shamelessly and aggressively pushing high ground, even if it doesn't make sense, isn't a good play.
But that's not what happened. They were fighting mid, you know?
Right, but now I'm too timid with fighting when I have Aegis. Like I've tried to break the mindset of like just shamelessly push, but like I just keep following farming patterns and like trying to get further ahead. Like it's working out. I'm 3k up on net worth at this point. Oh, hello Underlord. Nice ult. Way to TP out. How's your move speed going, buddy?
Damn.
Oh, this build is officially dumb. I believe I have... Oh no, I don't even have the skin yet. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. The slow from Witchblade, on top of the slow from Chilling Touch, on top of the slow from Dragon Form, is such a ridiculous and excessive amount of slow.
Does the Scatty eventually help with the mana issue too?
I mean, I don't feel like I'm doing too badly on mana. Been able to
Well,
attack
you
when I've needed
you
to.
engaged in one fight and we're at half. Although, why are you gaining so much mana now? That's good.
I'm mean, I've got the Void Stone, so I'll regenerate mana between fights.
Okay.
And then there's some intel on Witchblade. That's
Yeah,
about
she's
it,
going
though.
up very fast.
Alright, big fight. Breaking out top. Big old Pit of Malice goes down. I decide to hang up out on top of a hill, and everybody dies. There's a buyback from Mars.
45
Now
seconds.
It is time to siege high ground. Still got 40 seconds on my Aegis. Why am I leaving? Where am I going? Excuse me,
No
what
idea.
am I doing? Oh, DK pushed bottom all the way to our high ground, so I decided to go deal with that. But he just left. Ah, he's using Fiend's Gate. Through backdoor. Interesting tactic. Definitely just saved his bottom T3.
Well, at least you're going to get all that mana back with the Aegis expiring. That'll be good.
Yep, Aegis just went off. Does Aegis refill your stats when it expires?
Health and mana, yeah.
Oh! Wow, I learned 2 things about Dota today.
Oh no.
See, I usually just die twice, so I've never seen Aegis expire. Alright.
Hey,
The whole Dire is running down top together. I'm sure they're going to do something. Reclaiming some vision in their triangle. Seems good. Armor on is down right now, so not really the time for us to fight. We just hang out for a minute here. James is like supporting aggressively. Seems like a really good way to maybe die.
I mean, he is supporting aggressively, but, you know, he's the only one that is really supporting.
He's also doing a really good job of like spamming side trap all over the ramps, so like it's not like he's super likely to get caught off guard.
Side traps and ice vortexes are a good combo.
They kind of bait them into trying to go for the outpost, and Slardar lands a really nice arrow, preventing Void from channeling the first time.
But not the second.
And then he'll get it the second.
Lord knows.
Looks like Underwear Lord finally has an Ags, and DK just died alone top. Ruh-roh. I did actually forget about the sleep. My B. Yeah, I think that's the first time this game I actually used Nightmare successfully to get a kill.
Hence why people would forget it.
Yeah, because like it's huge. Like with this build, it's. I mean, just look at this. My attack range is this big, that big. I don't know how long my attack range actually is, but it's quite long. My
if you hover over.
And then
If you hover over the stats, it shows your attack range.
Well, I get different things. Like if I hover over my attack, I get what looks like, I don't know, maybe 800 range. And then if I hover over Chilling Touch, it shows longer.
Uh-huh. Dragon Form shows even longer. Dragon Form isn't on the page, I think.
No, I think it just doesn't show the range of Dragon Form.
Interesting.
But anyway, yeah, like if you look at the Chilling Touch range and the Spark Wraith range, they're both this giant circle that extends all the way to the edge of the screen. And then if you look at the Nightmare range, it's like a standard spell. It's, 400 or 500, 575 cast range. So it's close. It's short range. So getting in range to cast Nightmare is just pretty much not worth it.
Revenant Brooch, that's cool. Or brooch, whatever you call it.
Yeah. Little extra damage. Pit Lord goes invis. I stand on high ground to get the ward. And we go for the Mars, who tries to pull me to the wall. I end up locked down. All 4 of them on me. I explode.
Yep.
James is now a little too far forward.
But my god, the
Slardar
network.
Throws out a stun to try to save him. clear if it's enough. Where is Dragon Knight going? Dragon Knight goes ahead of the Slardar retreat and cuts him off successfully. He has himself a Blink Dagger along with Echo Saber and 2 Moon Shards. Where's attack speed? 460.37 seconds per attack. I believe that is officially perma-stun. I could be wrong, but I believe that is perma-stun. Attack speed achieved.
Yeah, I think it is. He has to be next to you, but yeah.
Yeah, well, he has a blink for that now.
It is.
Dyer picks up the tier 2 mid off of that fight. TA is back up, just drops a Firestorm, plus a magnetic field over the tower. And that creep wave is killed. The push appears to be over. DK decided to split push bottom instead of helping his team. Everybody breaks off to farm and stuff. So DK's build is really scary, but he is such a glass cannon for being a strength hero. Like, he's got BKB for survival, which means he's got 9 seconds to get it done. And then he is just tissue paper all of a sudden. It's very concerning. He's also, like, just super potent single target removal. And if there's a friend around, he's going to have problems.
There's a DD now in the river.
There's a DD bottom. There's the entire Radiant hanging out in triangle, except for DK, who is by himself still.
Yeah, he doesn't really want to play with their team.
Mid, which is a little sus. I get on the DK. The BKB saves him, but that means he's using the BKB just to retreat, which is, I would venture to call that not optimal. Alright, I go kill Roshan again. Check out that magnetic field protecting me.
Pew 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 pew. Man,
TA
Roshan
helps.
is like...
Bane helps.
Roshan is just fucking waving to you. That's hilarious.
Yep. He goes
Not
down
attacking
real
at all.
easy. This actually gives me my Aghanim shard, which is adorable. I wasn't planning on getting Fireball this game, but why not? It actually has really good attack range and is an excellent ability. I was much more concerned about just being a killer right-clicker and solving my mana problems. I'm not sure what TA was aiming for that time. Guess she lost track of the Dragon Knight, who actually shows bottom, pushing out the wave before going back, question mark, / continuing to push. Try to pull us off our own push again.
James is trying to get around there. Don't know why.
James, I've got to be honest, James alone might not want to mess with this Dragon Knight. Seems dangerous.
Yeah.
Mirana goes with him. That means we got a 3-man push going mid, which is a bad decision.
Yeah.
And we've got 2 of us split going top. I get
What?
Remnants pulled into a
Yeah, but
grip.
look at... Oh,
Slardar
he's
breaks
trying
the
to
grip,
just...
but I still go down with 4 heroes here. TA
And
gets
they're in
a
Viz.
kill, but she's getting hit by Bulwark. The arena will save TA for now. She goes
Ooh, that
back
DK
in.
slaughtered you.
DK comes back. Yeah. He just comes up and I get stun locked by DK.
And
TA
DK gets in
Slardar
Viz right now.
Get another kill on the CK. DK catches the Slardar and Slardar goes down. Blinks up to the TA. TA gets perma-stunned and goes down. And I believe James decides not to fight.
Uh-oh.
James should definitely decide not to fight. Although he's kind of showing himself right now.
I mean, he does have Force Staff. That can help him get away from him.
Not if you can't cast it. Mirana has illusions, and that works wonders against Bash of the Deep.
Yep, it does.
And the Phantasm will be good enough for DK. So DK is keeping up with Mirana. In fact, he's a little bit ahead in farm there. After that, it's our 2 cores, followed by their other 2 cores. And 6k ahead of all that is me with a just really silly amount of farm. Mirana goes high ground with Phantasm and pushes the tower. DK doesn't like it and buys back. This is an interesting buyback. Her ult was already like close to expiring. I feel like that's totally wasted.
Oh yeah, and what is he doing with it so far? He hasn't increased net worth.
Running top.
He's bad
slowly.
positioning. He does have Guardian Sprint. It's over now. Mirana is showing herself though, so he probably is going for her.
Okay, riddle me this. Why keep the Echo Saber on Dragon Knight right now? Like, he's not eating the moon shards, which would make sense to me to like eat one of them and replace it.
Maybe he's expecting to eat it eventually. I don't know.
Interesting. But like, since that's not happening, why keep the Echo Saber? Why don't you just sell the Echo Saber? I don't know. Anyways, bottom. Looks like I am caught and disarmed. I'm gonna have to run away. Slardar goes in. I decide it looks like a fight. Once the Pit of Malices go down, I go down on... Oh, I'm not saying that sentence. Once Pit of Malice goes down on the Void, I start attacking him. Dragon Knight BKBs and blinks on me. I end up disarmed again and permastun. The Force Staff pushes me the wrong way. I am a very dead dragon this fight. I did not manage to kill the Void. Despite my best attempts to give him sexual favors. DK TP's right out.
That was recorded.
Oh man. Saying words is hard. Apparently that's not all that's hard this game.
Ay, ay, ay.
BKB Mirana picks up the kill on a Pit Lord, but Dragon Knight shows up. Nice Fiend's Grip, Mars. That was absolutely unnecessary. She was already fully stun locked there. So Dragon Knight decided on a Battle Fury 6th item. That's so interesting to me. Like, why does he need that now? It's not like he's struggling with farming. Is he just worried he's going to need to stop?
He wants to kill the Mirana's illusions. He just faced Mirana's illusions. It went badly.
Do anything about it, so he picked up a Battle Fury. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Phantasm is the reason.
Yeah.
I accept your reality.
I mean, he's a reactive builder. It looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a bad time with with the spells, and getting slept, and so he got a BKB.
Then he got wrecked by illusions and he got a Battle Fury.
Yep.
Your logic seems sound. Alright, we're getting close to the end of the game. Our whole team is hanging out in triangle, waiting for the Mirana to come back up. TA with a Bloodthorn and a Halberd. Slardar with the Boots of Bearing, a Force Staff.
I don't like
and a
those
halberd.
boots.
Trav's Force Staff and Octarine Core on Bane. All the items in Dota on me. That is satanic. I disassemble my Dragon Lance before selling.
I saw that.
Yeah, why did I do that? I don't know. I'm sure there was a reason.
Maybe you thought that there was a quarterstaff in it?
Nope, that was just a misclick. Straight up misclick. Yeah, so I've decided at this point that Dragon Knight is absolutely the scariest hero on the board. So I decided to just go evasion.
And it's a good time to. It's kind of towards the end of the game.
Yep.
It's hard to pivot into an MKB.
I used my my Dragon Lance and my Maelstrom to farm up to this point, and from here I feel like I'm fine without it. Now that I have some other big items.
Ooh, this CK is getting wrecked.
CK gets caught out a little bit as Dire invades bottom jungle. Mirana's way out front, looking to scout the fight. The rest of the team stops for the tower. Oh. Mirana gets caught.
Vision.
The bubble
vision on tower
for protecting her. The arrow is super wide. He gets speared in the forest and ends up going down.
Without doing anything.
Pitlord ends up on top of the tower next to me. Not 100% sure how that happened, but oh god, it was awkward.
The Astral Step.
Oh, he Astral Steps himself on top of the tower. Well, I take the opportunity to get out of there. TA is deep and fighting Pitlord. Meanwhile, I finally get my sights on the Dragonite. Once he's down, I go back in. Void goes down.
You actually counter CK with your slow to attack speed.
Goes down, but he held out long enough that now I'm just picking everybody off.
Yep.
That's an ultra kill.
Ultra kill. Yeah, you totally counter DK though once you attack him once.
Right. It's definitely a who engages on who. If I start hitting him, I kill him fast enough and from far enough away, disabling his blink, that it's an easy kill if I start attacking him. If he blinks on me and starts attacking me, I end up stun locked. And like never get to attack him. So that's why I went for the butterfly. I just wanted that 35% evasion, so that if he gets on me, I have a chance to not just immediately be screwed.
Yeah. Yeah, it gives him it opens the window for more attacks.
Bottom. TA and Slardar go top and run into a blade mail. Looks painful. That time the Astral Step works wonders, and TA goes down. Chase is on Slardar. I just barely don't get the T3 bottom before they bring out the Glyph. Pit ends up fighting Slardar toe-to-toe. And I have all the time in the world to just right-click on him, so he goes down.
Yeah.
That gives me time to kill the tower, and the Racks are in trouble now. Mirana, meanwhile, kills mid-buildings. And bottom being done, I immediately TP top to bring that wave in. It was already pretty close. Clean up that wave and get to top to find that Phantasm Mirana is strong and has already cleaned up top.
Yep. Okay, DK is back. No friendships on the team. Yeah, well.
Void goes in and immediately explodes. Tries to fight the Mirana who BKBs. Now it's our team versus T4's. Mars does the ult on Mirana thing. Grabs Slardar as well. Ends up pushing Mirana to safety outside of the Pit of Malice, leaving CK to die. Whiffs on a spear. Blade Mail isn't good enough.
Not at this point.
Mirana and I kill the CK on the buyback, and that is GG. A little bit of a steamrolly last fight there. Yep. If you enjoyed this game, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If you want more content, I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays. I have content on Patreon. There's merch coming soon. And yeah, good luck, have fun, don't die. I will catch you in the next one. And for the Patreons, on to the post game.